Go.
Hi, I'm Sherry Savoyton Terry, and I'm here at Abigail Scott Dunaway's grave. Her birthday and death date were both in October. So I'm here to talk about one of the ladies that worked with Abigail Scott Dunaway to get women's equal suffrage. Talking about Myrtle Evalyne Pease Hatfield. She was born in Newton, Iowa in 1873. When she was 26, her and her family moved to Albany, Oregon, where she became a teacher, and she became the traveling correspondence secretary for the Women's State Equal Suffrage Association. She was a teacher for about 5 years before she ended up being an investigator for the Boys and Girls Aid Society. She traveled all over the state looking after neglected children, often removing them from their homes and finding them new homes, and often living in poor circumstances herself, just anywhere where she could find a roof over her head for the night. In Abigail Scott Dunaway's book, Pathbreaking, Abigail wrote, "The smoke of the battle of 1910 had hardly cleared the way before Miss Pease met me at my house, where she and I prepared the full text clause in the state constitution to enfranchise women, which is now part of the fundamental law." On this day, October 4th, 1911, Myrtle married Charles Hatfield and moved to Forest Grove and became a member of the Forest Grove Women's Club. In November of 1912, that's the year that women in Oregon got the right to vote. And unfortunately, on March 14th of 1912, her mother-in-law, Miss Clinton Pease, found her gasping for breath at her home in Forest Grove when she was 40 years old. Her death was so sudden, an investigation was brought on to grand jury where lots of her friends had to testify. Mrs. Joseph Lee remarked that Miss Hatfield had said a few days prior to her death that she did not feel comfortable being alone with her husband Charles. A week later, after they removed her stomach for autopsy, they decided that her death was of unknown causes and that there was no foul play. Dr. Bailey of Hillsborough was the coroner, and they decided that it was just unnatural causes. Abigail Scott Dunaway wrote of Hatfield, whose quiet, tactful work among the voters throughout the state are more deeply indebted today for enfranchisement than any other agency in our ranks. She was very beloved by all her new friends in Forest Grove, and her loss was felt deeply in the community. Thank you.